Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, and today I'm trying out Lift Your Spirits, a horror visual novel I found on Itch and thought looked interesting, so we're going to get into it. The game's already warned me there's going to be loud scares and a lot of noise, so we're going to just leave everything by default and roll with it. Well, on a Friday night, I'm spending it here. Hashtag relatable. My fingers were sluggish as they typed out the last bit of conclusion needed to finish off my paper. Maybe not that relatable. I'm like 10 years out of school. Didn't even bother spell checking the rest, my hand dragging the cursor across to close the document. Alright, time to submit. I mean, if you already had the spell check on by default, then it's probably fine. Probably. Typed out my regards to Mr. Holtman. Kindly find the attached file of your assignment, your student, Snek. Stifling a yawn, I turned on my phone to check the time. 2:53 a.m. Universal experience of losing sleep and gaining eye bags as a college student came to grace me its hold once again, it seems. At least it's the weekend. Amen to that, brother. Turning off the computer, it suddenly hit me how quiet it is that my fingers tapping away at the keyboard. That's definitely not me. I always had music on in the background. Everyone else had left. Campus is open 24/7, but who else is dumb enough to push their luck in submitting their assignment this late? Consider myself lucky Mr. Holtman gave me the extended deadline, otherwise I'd be screwed. Still, there was also the rumors. Disembodied voices echoing through empty rooms. Heavy footsteps shuffling down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette skulking around the vending machine at the end of the corridor, staring at them. Maybe it's another student with another terrible sleep schedule who's just getting something out of a vending machine. I wasn't the superstitious type, but I had to admit the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. I was recalling all the gossip spread around the student body when a sound made me perk up. I glanced behind me over the monitors to see if someone else had come in. Nobody. I ignored the goosebumps rising in my arm as I gathered up my items into my bag. Superstitious or no, I've done what I came here for. Time to go. Shambled the elevator and tapped the button. It rumbled to life, slowly making its way up to my floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself constantly checking behind me as if I was expecting someone there. Yet it's always empty every time I look. You know, that's not too irrational, interest of fairness. Like, keeping your head on a swivel is just a good survival instinct. Tap the button some more. I once heard a thing. They said there's two cavemen, and one hears a rustling in the bushes. And the first one thinks it's probably nothing, and the other thinks it's a saber-toothed tiger. And that latter one is the one who ended up becoming our ancestor. ... The hairs on the back of my neck stood as if I was being watched. ... Clenched my fist, knowing how sweaty they felt in my pockets. Sounds like you're just a wuss. Is there someone behind me? You've been checking around behind you, but now they're getting the drop on you? I jumped. You are a wuss. Door slid open as I released the breath I didn't realize I was holding. Didn't even consider looking back as I stepped inside. I didn't turn around until the doors closed. That's just dumb. Chipper background music that played calmed me down somewhat. I'm almost in disbelief they're still playing it at this hour. It's probably just on an automatic loop. Almost. Pressed the button for the ground floor, the elevator moving with a small jolt. Nothing to do but wait as stairs and numbers slowly descended. The lull of the elevator started to make me sleepy. 2:30 a.m.? Yeah, I'd be out. Thought of things I could do once I got home just to distract myself for the rest of the ride. Shower for sure, microwave dinner probably, maybe something to watch. Blinked up at the flickering lights. Elevator shuddered and came to an abrupt halt. The music cut out. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest. Unresponsive. Pushing the intercom button gave nothing but static. Hello? No, this can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone out there? I'm stuck in here. Help! I started slamming the door as panic took hold. There had to be someone out there. Not necessarily. Help! Please, I'm stuck in here! I didn't stop for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Why? Why now? Why me? Knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to curl up and cry. This sucks. I was about to turn back before I felt a chill run up my spine. The air felt heavy. Is this claustrophobia setting in? I don't really have claustrophobia. I don't. I didn't think I had a fear of closed spaces, unless there was a raspy moan from behind me. I turned my head and screamed. You are a wuss! A growing blotch of darkness and oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. Scrambled away, my back flat against the doors. A hand emerged from the writhing form, grasping at the edges. Foul-smelling black ichor dripped from its fingers. Another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side. I couldn't look away. Couldn't find my voice to scream. Face took shape. Oh yeah, look, no, they're smiling at us. It's fine. Pair of hollow eyes and a manic grin with several teeth seemed to smile directly at me. I blacked out. Wake up. Hey! Heard a voice, panicked and flustered from above me. Okay, guess we're going this route. Person was looking over me, visibly worried as I blinked back to consciousness. You're alive! I couldn't really check for a pulse, so... Anyway, are you alright? I think so. Phew, I'm glad. I didn't mean to scare you back there. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looming a few good inches past my head. Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater than they had. I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash away their makeup or they just hadn't slept for 3 days straight. Possibly both. They were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me a little too long as they'd forgotten how to blink. So I remembered the last thing I saw. A creepy shadow from the walls. Before you were here, there was something crawling out of the walls. I know it sounds insane, but I swear it looks straight out of the horror movie. The stranger looked nervous. Crap, they think I'm nuts. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you, for sure. You saw it too? Well, sort of. Sorry, I was really trying to be sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch, huh? Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help, and I couldn't just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. Are you saying that was you? Yes, in a way. There's really no easy way to say this. I'm not alive, not the way you are. Did they mean a ghost? The stranger lit up appreciatively. Basically, you must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me, in the flesh, so to speak. Saying it's the flesh. Alright. I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. The stranger gave a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. I'd ask for your name, but I already know that it's Snek. How did you... I've been watching you for a while. Excuse me? Tonight! I've been watching you for a while. Tonight, it's not safe to be alone this late. I would know. Before I could ask further, they straightened. Anyway, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I don't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but interesting nevertheless. Thanks, I think. He gave a shy smile. No problem. This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. Should probably ask for their name instead of calling them stranger. You know my name, but what about yours? Oh. Looked away, fingers picking at their sleeve. I don't remember. I don't know who I was and what I did when I was alive, but not my name. I know who I was and what I did when I was alive, but not my name. Strange, isn't it? Have you ever thought of picking one yourself? Eyes widened as a thought occurred to them. I never needed a name, but if I were to have one, I've always liked the way Alma sounds. Is that a reference to fear? Yeah, it's perfect. Fine, whatever. I'm just gonna be nice. The smile widened. Thank you, Snek. On back to twiddling their fingers. They stood in silence for a while, gauging on what to say next. Kept glancing back at their hands, wondering if they'd feel as solid as they looked. They knew I was staring, but didn't seem to mind, waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation and shock to actually form words past her introduction, to be honest. They started humming softly as if to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student, just like me. I had to ask, how did you, Alma had a knowing look in their eyes. Ah, man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. I want to know. Despite having no blood flowing to their veins, their cheeks seemed to darken. We don't have to get into it, but I really want to know, please. They hesitated before nodding. Promise you won't make fun of me? I promise. Okay. I was staying late working on an assignment, just like you. No one was around. Even back then, I was known as a loner most of the time. It didn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I headed over to the vending machine for a drink. They paused, hands shaking, clasped their wrists, and twisted before continuing. Just a soda, not too much to ask, right? I paid for the thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser. As I pulled and, well, surely that far I was waved for them to continue. It fell. I felt my whole body being crushed into the weight. I couldn't even cry out for help. The whole time my hand was still stuck on that thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. You know how hard you have to pull in order to budge a vending machine? Those things are heavy. I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? It's not. I'm sorry that happened to you. Put my hand over theirs. Passed right through, giving an icy cold chill on my fingertips. Almost seemed to appreciate it nonetheless. Looked up at me. Their nervous hands finally come to a stop. I never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing. Thank you. You know, I think you're a really great person. I'm not, but thank you. I want to help you get out of here. I tilted my head. How are you going to do that? I can try some things. That is, if you trust me. Okay, yeah. They clap their hands excitedly. Okay, here we go. You might want to hold on to something. I wonder if it's like a matter of because I've been nothing but nice that like it's only trust Alma, but if I had been like more rude and condescending, don't trust would have suddenly become an option. Before I could ask further, the elevator began to drop. My heart plunged into my throat as my weight shifted upwards. Alma! Hang on, let me focus. The unsweet floor flashed beside me. I closed my eyes and decided to trust them. I felt like a roller coaster heading straight to the ground. They whizzed around me. It wouldn't, actually, but okay. I grit my teeth and clenched my hands. Knuckles probably white if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelped as the elevator jolted. I landed on my butt with a smack. Moving my eyes open to call Alma, clapping excitedly, looked over to the end of the floor and gestured towards the doors. They creaked open as if manually pulled apart by an unseen force. My jaw dropped as I realized they really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it! I did! I never got to do that before. I couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Alma, only to completely pass through them. They yelped and backed away to the wall. Give a signal before you do that! I don't appreciate feeling hands inside of me. It's gross. Sorry. Gathered myself and stepped to the door, Alma following suit. Sure enough, the lobby was empty, the clock on the wall indicating it was close to 4 a.m. Well, I guess this is it. Trying to see them trying hard not to reach for their hands, fingers twitching to intertwine with one another. It all happened so fast. It's only now that I could leave and go home right now if I wanted to. Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. They nodded understandingly. I stood there for a moment as they looked at me before averting their eyes. They were waiting for me to leave. I grasped my phone in my pocket, mustering the courage to ask what I was about to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? They did a double take. Huh? Would you want to hang out? Yes! But why would you want to? Why wouldn't I? I like you. And their cheeks darkened despite being them. I like you too. Yeah, I'd love to hang out again. Great. Preferably when I'm, not stuck and helpless in an elevator. My heart skipped as they laughed lightly. Preferably, of course. I'll see you next week? Yes, don't worry about a time or place. I can always find you whenever you're in the building. Kind of unsettling, but okay. Stay safe, Snek. I waved and headed towards the entrance, pulling my phone out to call for a driver from one of my apps. I turned to look back, Alma was already gone. Good in 2. Friends for life or more. Okay. I don't know why I keep finding these things. This seems to keep happening to me over and over and over again. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to randomly download this huge batch of games off of itch and just play them and see what happens. And I keep finding myself like in these weird, awkward romantic situations. I have a ghost friend now, I suppose. I assume there's other endings, but you know what? That's going to be my canon run through the game. That's what you guys just witnessed. I'm going to leave the link in the description. The game is free. If you guys want to try it for yourselves, because I don't want to do the bad ending, because I don't like being rude. This is not a Slay the Princess situation where, I'm expressly instructed to do it. No one is forcing me to be rude to Alma. So that's how I'm going to let this particular sleeping dog lie. It's cute. My run was, of course, very sweet, and I trusted her. It said them the entire time. I guess I should follow suit. I trusted Alma, and so Alma trusted me. And so we have a working thing. And presumably that's just so that it doesn't matter who the player is, it still works the same way. No, that was really cute. It was really wholesome, and I'm fine with that ending. Add this to the weird romantic situation that these games have put me in. Anyway, this has been Lift Your Spirits, and it was good. I liked it. A short, wholesome, punchy story that doesn't overstay its welcome but executes its premise rather well. Anyway, this has been the Hipster Snek, and I'll see you guys next time.